how we leverage AWS Batch, a fully managed batch processing at scale, running 5,000 jobs a month, running more than 40,000 jobs a year. So let's see what is AWS Batch.
Batch processing can be time-consuming and challenging when you're trying to manage job scheduling and provision the optimal compute capacity to process your jobs. Not to mention costly if you over-provision your compute environment. AWS Batch takes away these difficulties by handling your job's life cycles and compute resource provisioning. All you need to do is specify the basic resource parameters such as GPU, CPU, and memory requirements, and AWS Batch does the rest. AWS Batch with Fargate resources allows you to have a completely serverless architecture for your batch jobs. With Fargate, every job receives the exact amount of CPU and memory that it requests. For additional control and scale, you can also use EC2 or EC2 spot instances, which Batch provisions and manages for you. Whether using EC2 or Fargate, you can significantly lower the cost of your batch processing workflow, allowing for high-priority compute cycles while also economizing on lower-priority operations. Whether your workload is a deep learning network, a massively parallel ETL job, or a tightly coupled HPC application, AWS Batch helps you plan, schedule, and execute across the full range of AWS compute services and features. Save time and money by having AWS Batch manage your job life cycles and compute environments today.
So we took AWS Batch and essentially developed an internal framework around that. The framework essentially allows us to schedule Python jobs on demand, easily specify the compute environment, easily specify how much RAM we require, allows us to manually trigger jobs, robust error handling, and of course scale pretty easily with cloud. We have written an amazing article on AWS Batch, how we use AWS Batch internally to develop our own internal frameworks on that and essentially run thousands of jobs on demand. So please make sure to check the links in the description section below.